Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today it's tip on how you can case the sample in the catalog. So Stampin' Up provided us with, it's called the recipe. So on my blog, if you go at frenchiestamps.com, at the top you get the chart. You're gonna get it's called, I got it in big here, the annual sample recipe. So when you click on that, you're gonna scroll to the page that you want. So you get, when I say you get the detail, it's not all detail, but they're going to tell you what they use, from the paper, the ink, the tool, the embellishment, and so on. Some of it they're going to give you a little bit of instruction, like here they use the stamping blend to color the best, the baker's twine with the light flirty blends, because the baker's twine here, it's color. So they give you bits and tips. Sometimes it happens you get the measurement, but it's very rare. But you get the basic. So you can look at the card and you can estimate maybe the size. That's what I do. Even if it's not just the right size, it's a great start, right? So today I decided to do the cover of the catalog. So also that was on page 1 here. Oops, right there. So I'm looking for this. Page 1, I get the card. One thing I was not sure of the embellishment, and that is the glossy dots assortment. So we get a good start. I'm going to share you to my blog. If you go at frenchiestamps.com, also I will have the direct link below, okay? Oh, my blog, it's done for maintenance today, sorry. So it's right there at the top, but you're going to have the direct link. Don't worry about it, right below in the description. So we're going to do this today. I prepped this, and like I say, I guess the size. Well, because it's the designer series paper, I should keep that right here so you guys can see as we go. Let me move, oops, some stuff around here so we get the place. So if you see, it's the designer series paper in the back. I love this paper. That is, no, that's the wrong one here. It is, I cannot say, I know I'm going to say Uggs. It's not Ugg, it's Hues of Happiness. So I put Uggs here. See? Yeah, I corrected on the other one, but this paper here, you can use, let me see the color we're using. I already used quite a bit. See? So you can use the dies to cut it, or you can cut it with fussy cut. So if you look, the die match here. Let me show you. Here we go. So the die match for the flowers, match for the leaves, So, and also other print like this here. This one, that match also. So most of it all match. So see, this one match over there. Now we got this one over here. So most of those flower, the die match. So if you don't like to fussy cut, you can cut it with the dies. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I started with the dies and I was like, oh my goodness, it take me more time than end cut, because I love end cutting. And I know some of you don't like to end cut at all. So we got the choice. If you like to end cut, you can end cut. If you don't like to end cut, well then the die match it. One thing I want to point out, though, I should have pointed out, so when you cut this like on the side here, you see this was cut off. Well, if you get a flower, let me pull one here, because see, I got that. Well, if you do a card and you put a card on the side, see, you can use them, those one right there. Here, this one with go right at the corner here. Corner, corner. See? So you still can use them. Don't think because the flower it's cut off, you cannot use them. You can use them on the side of the card. So keep that in mind when you die cut. Don't think that all the side of the paper it's wasted, because it's not wasted, okay? Okay, so like I said, when I work with the designer series paper, if I use for the full background of a card, usually a card measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, or regular A2 card. Well, on a 12 by 12, if I cut at 4 1/4, I'm just going to have 2 strips. So really, I would be able only to make 4 cards. So I cut it in the strip of 4. So then I can get 6 cards. I cut 3 strips, 4-inch wide by 5 1/4. So my card is just a slim, smaller. Let me show you. It still fit in a regular envelope. It's just a little bit smaller, but I'm okay with that because then I get 6 cards for the front of my card with 1 piece of 12 by 12 rather than 4. So I get less waste like that. So now this was with that print in the back. So we're going to go ahead, and because it's the perfect, the full side of the card front, I like to use Tombow so I can move it. I could still have this size and have like a border around the white, right? But I wanted the full card just like the catalog there. So that's why I did this size. Remember, when it comes to paper crafting, it's no right and wrong. You do what please you. So it don't have to be exact like what you see. You can kind of what it's called casing, copying what it's there, and change it a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. See, now if I were to put that on another card base, see, I would have my white surrounding around. Now this here, I cut, it's 2 3/4. Really, oh yeah, I started with 2 3/4, and then I cut my, this is the die cut, by 4 by 4. I will have all measurement on my blog. So this is Happiness Abound, and that's the die right here. Talking about Happiness Abound, I got a class in the mail. So you can, again, directly on my blog there, I will have for the class in the mail. So here is one. And Holly and I did those cards. So we combine our class together. So she made 3, I make 3. So that class, it's going on right now. You can hop on my blog and get all the information. See again, that piece. Just love that. It's kind of that rose leaf thing. Okay, now we're going to glue this right there. And this here, it looked like it's raised up. But me, I'm going to put it flat and raise up my flower. And the reason why I want to put this flat, it is because if I raise my flower to be friendly in the mail, I don't want more than 1 thickness in the daubers. Now, like I said, I pre-cut my flowers and I pre-stamp. That's, I stamp it before going live. I cut, this is hand cut. You can use the die cut, it match. And I hand cut these two also. Gonna start with my yellow, and I'm gonna raise both of them, okay, both of the flower. So I'm gonna go ahead and, because the yellow seemed to be in the back of the pinkish one, okay? Maybe if I move it more this way, we can be all, here we go. So now I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to put that right here. And they use the darker yellow. I just noticed that. I got the lighter one. And you get both on the same piece of paper. So remember, it's all good. It don't have to be exactly the same. Now I'm going to take this one and put that right here. Now I'm going to take my leaves, and then I'm going to use glue dots. I'm going to take the glue dots. I put it in the front because I'm going to glue it in the back of the flower here. Here we go. Right there. Now I'm going to take the little one. This one I'm going to put it in the back, put it flat, just to give some different texture here. I'm going to put that right here. That looked pretty cool, huh? And now this here, I had to look. I was like, I'm not sure which color they use. I thought maybe this was that sweet sherbet, new color, but it is melon mambo. That's what the recipe told me. So I went ahead and did that color, melon mambo. And the green, from the recipe, I find out it was green, granny apple green. Now we're going to take this, put that right here. That looked pretty close, right? And the embellishment was those glossy dots, and it's in the yellow. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to use a small one. You know what? Let's take my scissors here. Sometimes I like my pick tool, sometimes I like my scissors. I'm going to take that and the medium one right there. Now I get a big one there. It looked like a big one. And then I'm going to use a little one there. And then I get another one. That's another medium, I think. Oops. Et voila. Oops. Come here, you. Voila. And then inside, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this flower right here. And I'm just going to stamp that in melon mambo, because I already got the melon mambo ink. And so what I'm going to do is we're just going to do that in one corner there. Oops. Put my finger right in the ink pad. And I'm going to put that right here. So carry that in, and boom. So I think that looked pretty darn close. What do you think? So that is what it's called casing the catalog. So again, I will have the direct link to get the recipe. I won't bring you the recipe to this book. I'm going to bring you to my blog, because that way, if you get older catalog, at the bottom of my printable chart, I call it, you're going to have the older catalog link that Stampin' Up! Provided. They started that not long ago. So that way, you're going to see it. I get the big recipe in big. You click on it. And I get many other chart that Stampin' Up! Provide to us, like the color coach. Everything, it's free right there. So, hope you enjoyed this. If you like what you see, give me the thumbs up. Until next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.